All right. And we back with another episode of Hey, I'm Just Asking. And today we want to talk about DC's mayor for life. Mayor Marion Barry, the last of his kind. The man, the myth, the legend. Now, with Marion Barry, his impact on DC was stronger than any president, politician, or elected official for the city. He was loved and respected by not only blacks, but the Hispanic community as well. He fought for minority business because he understood the economic gap in the city. Most whites were making $200,000 a year, when in the Ward 8 section and other poverty-stricken sections in DC, most blacks was making $20,000 to $25,000 a year. But let's start from the beginning. Marion Barry was born in Mississippi on March 6, 1936. Man, Marion Barry grew up in the struggle early. He lost his father at 4 years old, then moved to Memphis, where he saw racial issues because he had to walk to school while the white students were assigned to school buses. The schools were segregated, as well as public facilities. He was no stranger to work. He picked cotton, sold newspapers, bagged groceries, and was a waiter. He earned the rank of Eagle Scout at 17. Hey man, anybody know, if you was a Boy Scout, that Eagle Scout wasn't easy to get. But moving on. Barry started his civil rights activism when he was a paper boy in Memphis, when he was not allowed to go on a trip to New Orleans, which he earned by getting 15 new customers for the company. The company said they couldn't afford 2 buses, one for whites and the other for blacks, because New Orleans was a segregated city. You know, so he boycotted his paper route until they later offered the black boys a trip to St. Louis because it was not segregated. All right. So then Barry went to college and he attended Lemoyne-Owen College, graduating in 1958. But in his junior year, the racial injustices became real to him. A time reserved for whites for a science exhibit. The black students wanted to see the science exhibit as well, but was forced to leave by police officers. And I say that's the day that changed Marion Barry, because they were treated so poorly by the laws, yet still left without protest. But Marion Barry did not like that shit. So he got active in the NAACP and became president for his chapter. His relentless support and passion for the civil rights movement earned him the nickname Shep, short for Shepalov, a Soviet politician, Dmitry Shepilov. Man, go do your homework on Dmitry Shepilov, and you will see why Marion Barry was called Shepilov. Because Marion Barry, they had similar traits. He was very good with the economy as well as lawyer skills. Marion Barry was very outspoken and would speak his piece on anything demeaning to African Americans, which almost got him expelled. Barry's conviction for the movement led to a letter in the newspaper that made front page. Ever since then, he's been featured in plenty of documentaries fighting for equality and justices for our race. He went on to earn a master's degree in organic chemistry. And in 1960, Barry was elected as the first chairman of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, known as the SNCC, for voting and direct action. He's officially in the game now. He led protests against segregation and discrimination, proving blacks could vote in numbers for democracy, even sleeping outside to show his dedication to the cause. In 1965, Marion Barry came to D.C., and the rest is history. He came in peace with the bus boycotts, costing the bus lines thousands of dollars for increased fares. Nowadays, we ride the bus and dare you to make us pay. Thank Marion Barry. With this, he proved his ability to organize and strongly supported home rule in 1967. H. Rap Brown, man, go do your homework on H. Rap Brown, became chairman. This was a blessing in disguise because I believe this was where Barry was on to something for the summer job program in the future. Pride Inc., a group provided job training and employment to clean streets and alleys in the city. This 1967, y'all. But in 1968, the DC riots for Martin Luther King, he went back to Memphis, organizing food drives with Giant Supermarket to donate food for people who lost their homes, even driving trucks. Marion Barry kept their hands on for the movement and did the dirty work. He fought for Martin Luther King having a national holiday against Richard Nixon. Dirty Dick. Go do your homework on Richard Nixon. When they was on that man on the moon, Barry said, why should blacks feel happy to see men eating on the moon when blacks and poor whites don't have enough money to buy food here on earth? When blaxploitation, those blaxploitation films started buzzing around the Superfly era, Barry formed BANG, Blacks Against Narcotics and Genocide, boycotting the film, earning accolades until finally he was elected to the DC City Council. Now, While serving on the D.C. City Council in 77, he was shot by the Hanafi Muslims when they overran the district building and held hostages in a terrorist act defused by the FBI and Muslim ambassadors. He was shot near his heart, but recovered. Yeah, to run for mayor, and was elected in 1979 by popular vote. His first 3 terms were considered unsuccessful by the media. Although he started the summer youth program for summer jobs and helped a lot of DC residents pay for their mortgages, creating government jobs, and he fought to have minority owners get first dibs on the real estate contracts in DC. His associates and public officials had used government funding for houses, cars, and expensive trips. Man, Barry was surrounded by major scandals, and I think this took a toll on the mayor. We started seeing him in nightclubs, even the go-go's, drinking and under the influence of cocaine. Now you would say, man, how you know he was using cocaine? Now in DC, there's a lot of drug dealers and there's a lot of drug users. So a term we had for the people that use cocaine, shake lip. And we would see him with the shake lip often. He started womanizing. So crack use exploded in the city. So did the murders. In 88, it was 369 homicides. 89, 434 homicides. And 90, 474 homicides, making us the murder capital. Devil's Court. The feds have been watching Barry since 89 for cocaine. And in 1990, January 18th, Barry was captured on cam, smoking crack, set up by an FBI informant. And you could hear him saying on cam, man, that bitch set me up. This humiliated the city, but was not the end for Barry. After serving 6 months in the feds, in 92, he won the Ward 8 City Council. And in 95, was mayor once again. I just want to say this, because with me doing my research on Marion Barry, y'all, they have so much negative things to say about Marion Barry. And being as though it was humiliating for the city, like for him to become mayor again, but they just don't get it. Okay, Marion Barry used crack. Okay, Marion Barry drunk alcohol. Okay, Marion Barry had a lot of women. But my thing is, why we elected him to be mayor again, do you know how many people he saved that was using crack? Do you know how many people he saved that had alcohol problems? People that had no jobs? Not only the summer jobs for the youth, he created government jobs for the adults. So it was only right that we returned the favor for Marion Barry. But later on, he died on November 23rd, 2014 from cardiac arrest at the age of 78. And I'll say Since Marion Barry died and Chuck Brown died, man, the city has never been the same again. I know this blog has been long, but I just wanted to give a shout out to DC's mayor for life, Marion Barry. You will always be the mayor here, and you will always be missed. I don't know. Man, y'all tell me, what do y'all think about DC's mayor for life, Marion Barry? Hey, like this video, share this video, comment, and subscribe. Hey.